steal a toy from me in elementary? I'll steal 80,000 when you grow up. In 3rd grade, I was an awkward, lonely kid with a mean, drunk father. I struggled to fit in and was bullied constantly. One day, Derek, one of my usual bullies, was suddenly nice to me. He hung out with me, apologized for being a jerk, and we bonded over our crushes. I was starved for kindness and fell for it completely. The reason? I had brought a rare, expensive Batman action figure to school. At the end of the day, Derek asked to borrow it, promising to return it the next morning. Naive and desperate for friendship, I handed it over. The next day, he ignored me, denied I had ever given it to him, and threatened to beat me if I kept asking. When I complained to my teacher, she blamed me for bringing toys to school. I couldn't go to my father. He would have just called me weak and beaten me himself. To make things worse, Derek spread a humiliating rumor that I fantasized about the girls in our class. I went from an outcast to a total pariah. Kids threw rocks at me, vandalized my things, and teachers wouldn't even look me in the eye. I did nothing but cry, but deep down, I wished I had fought back. Eventually, the bullying faded, and I focused on my studies. When Derek tried to talk to me again, I ignored him. By the end of the year, we moved, and I started fresh at a new school. Though I was still me and still got picked on sometimes, I finally had real friends. Years later, I toughened up, worked as a bartender, and became more socially adept. I trained as an electrician and plumber, built a successful business, and earned a great reputation. Then, at 29, I got a call for a flooding emergency at 2 a.m. The house was a disaster, burst pipes, shorted electrical equipment, even a sinkhole in the living room. The wife, Jane, was in hysterics, oddly blaming herself. Then he arrived, Derek, older, still arrogant, and still a jerk. He didn't recognize me at first, just barked at demands. I played along, acted thrilled to see him, and assured him he was in good hands. That's when my revenge began.